showers of appreciation at the shore, we also acknowledge our primordial wisdom state, that we too stand on the shore free from illusion, and the waves, just as there are waves through space, these waves give rise to the dream according to our vision. Like, how do we look at the world? How we look at the world, it shapes the results. And scientifically, this is known through experiments in the late 60s at Brookhaven National Lab, that when an observer is looking at the trajectory of an electron as it leaves the outer ring of an atom, your view affects its trajectory. So this was the first indicator to those who were still thinking of Descartesian view or the view of separation, that yes, there is some medium of communication. There is some field through which we communicate with one another. And perhaps this field is something that is love. It has the capacity of magnetic attraction and repulsion. What does that mean in terms of our own life, pacifying illusion, revealing wisdom? What it means is that our voices, our choices, our vision, our energy of empathy determine the appearances that arise in our lives. There was a question Friday, are you ready to move from the place of your awakened awareness, that quantum state? And now you have the capacity, and just as Nelson Mandela spoke of when rather than if, that same medicine, that ability of sound power is within us. When will the world be filled with joy and equality? Now it is happening in our hearts. The peacemakers, like a farmer, they prepare the ground, removing the stones, revealing the minerals inherent in those stones, and making the garden ready. What is a peacemaker? A peacemaker is someone who understands that there is the possibility of living the life and expressing the vision as was described by Christ, by Moses, by Shakyamuni Buddha, by the Rupadmasambhava, and in the native tradition we think of the luminous one. This luminous one recognized the inseparability of wisdom state, and people tested him. They wanted to know, hey, how are you going to make that stone canoe float? Why are you carving a canoe out of stone? And he turned to the people and he said, well, if my words are true, the canoe will float. And they're standing around and they help him push it into the water and it doesn't sink. And he gets in it and he paddles off to the east. And aha, there is indeed a power in the word. So we take care with our speech. We cultivate the vision to see the potential in everyone, in every situation. Too much time is spent in trying to avoid what we think is painful. And those experiences are actually energy, becomes the trampoline that you may jump off into the space of your full understanding. You know that. And that is a powerful medicine. The way you jumped becomes a lifeline. It becomes a roadmap for someone else. Because you make a difference. So what we've learned, we share with others. Why? Because we are others. We are light, a field, moving. Our sun and our earth are expanding just as we are invited to expand our consciousness. She's alive. She responds to our emotion as we are generous and acknowledge our multidimensional state. The earth reveals not only new minerals and new gemstones, even the dried up streams, they become sweet waters again. And that's because of you, and you, and you. Remembering the sound of thank you and the sound of offering. May the people be fed. May the children who are alone, may they be heard. I listen within the heart. That I is everyone. So what is the practical application? Because as Charakis we are taught, it means nothing if it does not benefit and enhance the quality of everyone's life. And so the practical application is to recognize the energies that flow through us are inseparable from the air, carrying our feeding, our